G'day guys, and welcome to another episode here on the Centre Bounce, where I'm going to go through my round 12 review. Jeez, can this season just be over already? Round 12, we scored a 1785. Look, it's not the worst, not the best. Just sums up the season, doesn't it? Just mediocre. Only gone up 7 spots this week, 7 spots, and the team's not in good shape. It's not even the score that really concerns me. It's just the cash generation at this point that is nigh non-existent. So, in fact, it is non-existent. In fact, we're in cash regression mode now. So, what can I say? So, I then end up going Rao. Some of you guys in the comments talking about Rao being a bit of a roller coaster, who's a bit too, you know, unreliable, especially in the midfield against good opposition. And I didn't end up going with him. I ended up going with Tom Stewart, who I thought was great value. And I'm always just looking for value at this point. I'm looking for cheap players as best as I can. What actually were my trades last week? It was Reid to Holmes, Hall to Gray, and Trainer to Stewart. Okay, so that's not too bad. So those trades aren't too bad. Looking down here at these ones, Trainer had to go. What did Trainer end up scoring? He scored a 28. Glad I traded that out. But Hall, you absolute. I can't believe you, mate. I can't believe it. Your break even was through the roof. And he bounced back with an 89. He lost 6.7k, but I'm pretty sure his break even now is pretty low. Yeah, it's back to 62. He's on the buy, but thanks for your services. And Reid, unfortunately, had to be injured. So Holmes, Gray, and Stewart were the trade-ins. And to be honest, they're all good trades. They're all good trades. Stewart tons up. Holmes tons up. Gee, that was severely underscored, though. Bloody hell. Seriously, like, come on. Come on, Supercoach. And then he spent, like, the last 15 years on the bench. So that was unfortunate. Left a very big score out there on the part. And Gray, doing very well. Well done, Gray. I love you. You're doing sensational for me at this point. So keep going, son. But yeah, Whitfield, Zorko did ass. Guelphy did a very good job on him. You can look at the stat sheet and say Guelphy is crap and doesn't really offer much. But what he does offer is defensive jobs. And he's definitely our best defensive forward at the club. And we sort of saw what happens when he's not around. Players like Bailey Dale break all-time records. So well done, Guelphy, but unfortunately he killed my Supercoach team in the process. Clark with 143, very good. Yeah, pretty light in the back line this week. Bont didn't play. Brayshaw, the 123, not bad. Neil, oh my God. Both Neil and Dunkley both got shut out by our awesome midfield at the Bombers without Zach Merritt, who spent so much of it in the back line, and he outscored both of them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So proud of my boys. I know we didn't win. We just gave them too much of a head start in that first quarter, but my word, I'm so proud of the effort from the Bombers. Did so well. And Sardis with a 26 in that short period of time that he was on there in the last quarter to get to 26. Look, it sucks that he's gone at the end of the year. Clearly, he's getting cut from the list, but very sad to see. Well, yeah, I was really shocked and surprised about the Brisbane Lions boys. I thought they would destroy us, but well done, Bombers. In the face of adversity, came out swinging. Dacos with 116, that's fine. Lindsay with a 59, also fine. Just keeps going up in cash. His break even now is 51, so he's getting close. So Lindsay to Butters is going to be the trade. I think we're going to be using Lindsay, if not next week, then the week after. Oh, it will be next week. Sorry, I'm aiming for Butters next week. So he's going to play. So Butters plays against, what's his face? Bedford. Snooze. And hopefully puts him to bed and gives us a really crap score this week so that he drops a lot of money. Butters. 585. 197 break even. Jeez, last time they played scored 76. Do we dare to dream? Do we dare to dream with an 80? Oh, baby. He drops to 536. He drops $49,000. So, yeah. You could say you could wait on Butters, but for me, I don't really want to wait. I just want to keep upgrading because, unfortunately, there are some players that we have to upgrade that aren't real keepers like Marriage and Goldie. Just there as a placeholder. He's still hovering around that price that we got him for before. So that's what he's there for, just to be a placeholder while we get someone else. Marriage, man, what a fall from grace. This guy was our pride and joy a few weeks ago. And then it's all changed. Tatum, you were all over it. You said you were very adamant that you wanted Marriage out, and you were correct. Marriage has to go. And unfortunately, CWT was all aboard the Marriage train, and I don't want to see what your rank is now. Yeah, Gross didn't even play. Gross. I mean, he was subbed out. And that's also the case with Marriage. Marriage was also subbed out. So does that mean that Marriage is also dropped? Regardless, he probably has to go with a break even now of 155. Yes, I know he's playing against North, but in that role, it's a bit of a nothing sort of role at this point. So not for me. Not for me. It's Cleary lost money. 6. Brother. Sardis. The bench otherwise dead. Oh, hopefully he plays, but he was not named, so he's dead too. Everybody's dead. The whole bench is dead. No one is playing. There's no cash here, Robbo. There's no cash anywhere. And yeah. What do? We have to play super duper cheap. And the problem is we also have very little trades left. So we have to be beggars. Absolute beggars. And we sort of know, I sort of knew this last week, which is why I went really cheap with the Stewart and the Holmes. Holmes went up $400. But I was trying to play cheap. I was trying to I'm like, stuff it. Round 16 can just get in the bin. I don't even care anymore. We're just going to play with the value. We're just going to play a value. So what does that mean? Look, value, I honestly think Tom DeConning presents great value, personally. I think Tom DeConning against Goldie this week, alas, I already have 3 rucks. So if I want to get Tom DeConning at 520, is he? 528, bro. 528. I don't think there's anyone around this price in the league, in the game right now, at 528K that could match him for output. Let's see, 528. Okay. Who can match him for output? McRae is injured. Who knows what he'll be like when he comes back? Matt Rao, roller coaster. Nas could, based on the buy. Chera, at his best, could potentially go 110. But will he? Max Holmes, maybe. But yeah, I mean, the value there is off the charts at 528K. So I don't know if I want to go for him. And looking at the season-long run for Rucks, Carlton, 3rd best. So he had the bye. He's got Bombers green, West Coast green. Yes, North is red, but then Port again solid green. And his last 4 games, he's got 1 red in Gold Coast. Freo, Port, and Essendon. So I'm almost willing to roll the dice with him, to be honest. But at the same time, can I facilitate that? Look, there is value elsewhere, and there was someone that everyone was sort of talking about last week. Would he be good? I said that he would be good, but I personally didn't have the courage, given the soft tissue concerns and given the strength of the opposition. I mean, it's Brisbane at the Gabba, like seriously. But he was tagged out of the last quarter. He had 30 disposals, 18 of them in the third quarter. The most disposals in a quarter by any Essendon player of all time. That's the rare air that he was in there. 8 tackles, 7 clearances in that quarter as well. Unbelievable. Could get some defensive, and Dunkley tagged him in the last quarter. So, does Carlton do something similar? Do they just sit George Hewitt on him? Potentially could do that. But after that, no one else really tags. Bedford could go to him. Jordan could go to him, but looks like more likely to go to Merritt. And he could cop Winhager potentially. You never know. So all in all, Jai seems to be a good buy. And if we're looking at inside mids, I say good buy, but he does not have a good BYE. He does not have a good buy for me because they're all round 16. I am absolutely cooked in round 16. I don't even care at this point. And then we've got a mid sort of run. Neutral buy. Green, neutral, hard, green. So only one hard matchup in the doggies. And the Saints, on their day can be really good. So, and he's cheap at 440. So Marriage has to go. And there is one other player that I am potentially playing risky, but at the same time, I just want to capitalize. So downgrade option this week could very well be Pedler, who was on the bubble this week. Seems to be scoring pretty well, playing for a juggernaut team in the Crows. We just need to pick someone on the bubble. If it's not him, then it could be someone else. Maybe someone like my boy Angus Clark, which could potentially give us some more money. But my back line isn't the biggest problem in terms of fielding options, because I think Marriage has to go. And if Marriage goes, and we swing Gray in the forward line, so I can go there. And if we want to get Caldwell, we can get him there. Then we have 163k to play with. Now, how do we use it? Because there is a guy, I know it's risky. Believe me, it's risky. But there is a guy who I've been talking about, and he could absolutely burn me, but I don't even care, because I think he is a keeper. Do I have the money for it? No, I do not. Okay, I'll just sort of, there you go. I want Mills. Stuff it. I want Mills. I know it's early. I know he's not on the bubble yet, but he's playing Richmond this week, and the Swans were absolutely torched to the point where Malira called them a rabble. A rabble. What the hell, bro? That's unbelievable. A rabble. So Callum Mills has to come back straight in. And all right, so it can't be for Sard. So it has to be for someone with a bit more money on him than Sard. Could it be Stone? 362. No, that's not enough. Could be Sardis, who seems prone to being the sub and getting dropped, and his break even has increased too, hasn't it? Oh, stuff it. Let me just complete these trades. Oh no, it showed the break even right there. Curse my impatience. Sardis has a break even at the moment of 65. Will he even get it? Probably not. Because let's be real, he's the sub, and if he's not the sub, he's not playing. So unfortunate. So Mills comes in, and we could be thinking this is too many premiums here. And you would be right, because now Lindsay's on the bench. But hey, Lindsay is playing against the Pies, and the Pies are in good form. So we'll let Lindsay just stew on the bench there for now. Clark can be our emergency. And the problem is we've got freaking Gross here, which is gross. And we've still got Goldie there. So The DPP swings aren't necessarily amazing either. None of these guys have got forward status. But we are still in the buy rounds, which means that we're still in the best 18. Which means as long as we're fielding 18 premiums at least, then we're fine. How many have we got this week? This week we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We've got 18 premium scores this week. If you do that, 18 premiums plus grey and Goldie. So not the best. And Lindsay comes on for Brayshaw actually. There you go. So we do get Lindsay's score. Now the thing is, if we want to get Butters next week, trading out Lindsay, it probably would involve maybe Goldstein as well. One down, one up. And then we can swing like a Holmes into here, and then we'll have DPP between the back line and the midfield. Which then means that we still need 2 more players. And the hope is that Horn Francis comes back and puts up a stinker. He's coming back apparently available for round 15. So that's unfortunate. Still a few weeks away before he drops more money. So that sucks. Who else is the forward that's cheap that we can aim for? Because we have no money. We might have to involve breaking up Max Gawn just to access the money. Let's see. Someone who's cheap as a forward. Maybe no more than 508,000, whatever. Arbitrary number. I'm not going to go with Baker. Kennedy, maybe? Could be Kennedy. But by that point, he'll be more expensive as opposed to less expensive. Who's dropping in price? Shea will be too expensive by then. Oh, it's not looking good. Could get on Toby, but he has that round 16 buy as well. What's Mackay's run like for key forwards? Carlton, pretty good. Pretty good. So we could go with Mackay in the forward line. What's his break even at the moment? 90. Come on, boys. Please don't let him smash us. Let him drop in price a little bit more. Otherwise, really not much, is there? Really not much in the forward line at cheap prices. McRae has a 153 break even. If he comes back in round 14, this week he scores a 98. Surely they ease him through the game because he's a little bit, coming off a punctured lung. Say he scores a classic 75. He gets to 484. Look, that's not too bad. He gets into cheaper territory. So McRae could be one of those guys. Will be sub 500. That's what we have to aim for. We just have to aim for the players who are sub 500. So, because we just don't have money. We're going to hope that Clark makes us money. We're going to hope that Clark makes us money. We're going to hope. So Lindsay and Goldie should leave some money in the bank. We have 32. So what was Butters again? So Butters, we're going to need the calculator as well. So if Butters scores 80, let's say he scores 90. Okay. Say he scores 90, he becomes 541. Okay. So, you can't see the calculator. Oh well. I'll just let you know. I'm using the calculator. Okay, so 541.1, all right, is how much he will be. Goldstein, oh, he'll be lucky to score 90 against De Koning. Say he scores another 70. Becomes 399. So 399.6 plus, what's Lindsay going to be? Lindsay's going to be, say he does score 60. Say he goes 60. He'll be 322.8. So plus 322.8 is 722.4. That's a lot of money there. And if we take away the 541.1 from Butters, that leaves us with 181.3. And then we'll get, say, that McCarthy kid. Say we get the Lincoln McCarthy. No, what was his name? McCarthy. What was his name? Not Lincoln McCarthy. Tom McCarthy. Say we get Tom McCarthy minus 99.1. Leaves us with 82.2K in the bank. So we'd have Butters, McCarthy, because McCarthy, good for him, has got DPP, defensive mid. So it could be then Butters, McCarthy with 82.2. We need Gray to make money quickly against this rabble. If he scores, say he scores 70 every week from here on out, that would be unbelievable if he did. By the time he gets to his bye, 14. No, that's not good. Maybe around 16 or around 15. Was he at 254, 278? 254 or 278. That's not a lot of money. Beggars can't be choosers. And what would Clark be if he's going 50s? He'll be 200. It's not a lot of money. Still not a lot of money. Gross is dead, Stone is dead, and Simpson is dead. Sard's hammy. Campo's dead. O'Connell probably dead too. So we might have to break Max Gawn. Crazily enough, we might have to go Max Gawn down to Taconic potentially. Free up another 150K to be able to facilitate the final upgrade, which is kind of scary. And we'll be left with like 1 or 2 trades left. Maybe 1 trade left for the year. Definitely learnt a lesson in terms of sideways in premiums. Thought I was pretty patient with them, but clearly not. But also part of the issue was we had to do that because the rookies just were not making money for us this year. It's been brutal from a cash generation perspective. All of these rookies that we've picked still under 200K, which is bonkers. Difficult year of Supercoach, and some people flourished and other people were sort of shafted, and I'm on the shafted side of the spectrum here. So what I'm going to do for the VC and C, look, I think Sherry has to be in the picture. And if I had De Koning this week, I'd love to captain him against Goldie. I probably wouldn't Max Gawn against Collingwood, but so Sherry's probably the captain. Well, we're out of defenders, and Merritt's been playing as a half back. What do Carlton do to half backs? Are they good? Oh no, they're red. All right then, not merit. Could be Dacos. Dacos feels due for a big score. 186, but middle of the year he only scored 64. Was it on 18? Unless it's just the Bont. We have the Bont for a reason. Bont into Sherry, and we say, piss off, mate. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Bont rested up, playing at Marvel, his favourite playground. Yeah, stuff it. Bont into Sherry. The two top scoring players in the competition, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, let me know, guys, what you think. This is clearly unscripted, unplanned, very raw thoughts. Let me know of your thoughts in the comments down below, please. If you liked what you had to see or hear here today, please like, subscribe. If you're new, hit the notification bell. Unfortunately, there won't be any stream tonight. There has been, unfortunately, a passing in the family, so thoughts and prayers with Big J at this present time. Please send your love to him. You can hit him up on the Twitter or on the Facebook. He'll see all of that and he'll greatly appreciate it. Of course, you can also comment down below on this one. He's got control of the YouTube, obviously, so he can see that as well. So, and if you have any questions as well for your teams, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer it as best I can. So, thank you guys so much. As always, you guys are the best. Joe out.